What if I told you that the ancient Aztecs played a deadly version of basketball, or that Genghis Khan has millions of living descendants, or that Cleopatra wasn't even Egyptian? These facts will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about ancient historical figures. Stay with us until the end to discover the wildest historical twists that might just change your understanding of humanity's past. 1. Genghis Khan has millions of living descendants. Yes, 1 in 200 men are direct male line descendants of Khan. 2. Hippocrates, often called the father of medicine, believed that diseases were caused by natural factors, not supernatural ones, which was revolutionary at the time. 3. Nero built a lavish palace called the Domus Aurea, which was adorned with gold and even had a rotating dining room. 4. Pericles was so influential in Athenian democracy that his era is often referred to as the Age of Pericles, marked by cultural and political achievement. 5. The Great Wall of China is not a single wall, but a series of fortifications. 6. Leonardo da Vinci was an accomplished musician. 7. The Aztecs played a deadly version of basketball. The stakes were high. Sometimes, captives or the losing team members were sacrificed to the gods, reflecting the game's religious significance. 8. Aristotle tutored Alexander the Great, who later spread Greek culture across his vast empire, greatly influencing the Hellenistic world. 9. The Roman Empire was known for its public baths, which were social hubs. 10. King Tutankhamun became pharaoh at just 9 years old. 11. The ancient Greeks invented the concept of democracy. 12. The Library of Alexandria was one of the largest and most significant libraries of the ancient world. 13. Leonidas I, the Spartan king, famously led a small force of 300 soldiers against a massive Persian army at the Battle of Thermopylae, embodying the Spartan ethos of bravery. 14. Galileo was placed under house arrest for advocating heliocentrism. 15. The famous philosopher Epicurus founded a school that promoted the pursuit of happiness. 16. Ptolemy's works on geography laid the foundation for map-making in the Western world. 17. Genghis Khan was a significant promoter of meritocracy, allowing people to rise through the ranks based on ability rather than birth. 18. The ancient Maya practiced human sacrifice as part of their religious ceremonies. 19. The ancient Persians established an extensive postal system. 20. Boudica, the queen of the Iceni tribe, led a major uprising against Roman rule in Britain around 60 AD, becoming a symbol of resistance. 21. The Rosetta Stone was key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs. 22. Sundiata Keita is known as the Lion King and founded the Mali Empire in the 13th century. 23. Mumtaz Mahal was the wife of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan and inspired the creation of the Taj Mahal. 24. Ramesses II signed the first known peace treaty in history with the Hittites after the Battle of Kadesh. 25. The ancient Kushites ruled Egypt as pharaohs during the 25th dynasty. 26. Confucius emphasized education and respect for elders, shaping Chinese culture for centuries. 27. Emperor Menelik II of Ethiopia successfully defended his country against Italian colonization at the Battle of Adwa. 28. The Aksumite Empire was one of the first civilizations to adopt Christianity as its state religion. 29. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca was so extravagant that it disrupted economies along his route. 30. The Assyrians were pioneers in creating one of the first libraries, the Library of Ashurbanipal. 31. Emperor Augustus established the Pax Romana, a period of peace that lasted over 200 years in the Roman Empire. 32. Julius Caesar was once captured by pirates who demanded a ransom of 20 talents. Caesar laughed and insisted they ask for 50, believing he was worth more. 33. Hannibal Barca was famously crossed the Alps with war elephants during the Second Punic War, showcasing his audacious military strategy. 34. Socrates left no writings of his own. Most of what we know about him comes from his students, particularly Plato. 35. Nefertiti's iconic bust, discovered in 1912, remains one of the most famous artifacts of ancient Egypt, but her tomb has never been definitively located. 36. Confucius had a keen interest in music and believed that it was essential for cultivating morality and social harmony. 37. Archimedes allegedly exclaimed, "Eureka!" upon discovering the principle of buoyancy, supposedly running naked through the streets of Syracuse. 38. Augustus, the first Roman emperor, was known for his careful control of public image, including censoring history to portray himself favorably. 39. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, famously taught his philosophy in a public place, leading to the term stoa, which means porch. 40. Ramses II, often called Ramses the Great, he fathered over 100 children and ruled for 66 years, leaving a significant architectural legacy in Egypt. 41. Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs of Egypt, dressed as a man to consolidate power and often commissioned grand monuments. 42. Ptolemy the Mus, a general under Alexander the Great, became the ruler of Egypt and founded the Ptolemaic dynasty, mixing Greek and Egyptian cultures. 43. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, known as the Philosopher King, he authored Meditations, reflecting his Stoic beliefs and personal struggles. 44. Cyrus the Great was notable for his progressive policies, including the concept of human rights as exemplified in the Cyrus Cylinder. 45. Galileo. Though better known for his work in the Renaissance, he studied ancient texts and drew on classical ideas to support his astronomical theories. 46. Aesop, the ancient Greek storyteller, is credited with fables that convey moral lessons, but little is known about his actual life, leading to speculation about his existence. 47. Laozi, the founder of Taoism, is said to have written the Tao Te Ching on his way out of China, where he wanted to escape the complexities of society. 48. Sun Tzu, the legendary author of The Art of War, was believed to have been a military strategist and may never have existed as a single historical figure. 49. Augustus established the Pax Romana, a long period of relative peace and stability across the Roman Empire, which lasted over 200 years. 50. Darius the Great, the Persian emperor, is credited with creating an extensive road system, including the Royal Road, which facilitated trade and communication. 51. Plato founded the Academy in Athens, one of the earliest institutions of higher learning in the Western world, where he taught philosophy. 52. Titus, the Roman emperor, was known for his generosity, especially during a famine and after the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, earning him the nickname, the delight of mankind. 53. Seneca, the renowned Stoic philosopher, was a tutor to Nero and was forced to commit suicide by the emperor, which he accepted with remarkable composure. 54. Besides being a mathematician, Pythagoras was also a mystic and believed in the transmigration of souls, influencing later philosophical and religious thought. 55. Zhuge Liang was a strategist during the Three Kingdoms period in China. He was known for his ingenuity and the invention of the wooden oxen for transporting supplies. 56. Demosthenes, the Athenian orator, practiced his speeches by speaking with pebbles in his mouth to improve his articulation. 57. Herodotus was often referred to as the father of history. He included folklore and cultural anecdotes in his accounts, blurring the lines between history and storytelling. 58. Xerxes I, the Persian king known for his massive army and invasion of Greece, famously built a bridge of boats across the Hellespont. 59. Socrates often used irony in his dialogues, feigning ignorance to encourage others to think critically about their beliefs. 60. Gaius Gracchus was a Roman populist leader who pushed for land reform. He was eventually killed by the Senate, which marked a turning point in Roman politics. 61. Empress Wu Zetian was the only female emperor in Chinese history. She ruled with an iron fist and implemented significant political and social reforms as well as execution orders. 62. Thucydides. His work on the Peloponnesian War is notable for its critical approach to history, emphasizing evidence-based writing. 63. Bacchae was a cult associated with the god Dionysus. The Bacchae engaged in ecstatic rituals, which were both celebrated and feared in ancient Greece. 64. Attila the Hun, known as the Scourge of God, was feared throughout Europe and was rumored to have never lost a battle. 65. Aristophanes, the ancient Greek playwright, is known for his sharp satire, often targeting the politicians and social issues of his time. 66. Ptolemy II. Philadelphus expanded the Library of Alexandria, turning it into the most famous center of learning in the ancient world. 67. Sima Qian, a Chinese historian who wrote Records of the Grand Historian, faced castration for defending a general and continued his work despite the punishment. 68. Ovid, the Roman poet, was famously exiled by Augustus for his controversial poetry, which was deemed inappropriate by the emperor. 69. Mithridates VI, the king of Pontus, is known for his attempts to resist Roman expansion and for developing a legendary immunity to poisons. 70. Antigone, a central figure in Greek tragedy, defied King Creon to bury her brother, embodying themes of familial loyalty and moral duty. 71. Zoroaster, the founder of Zoroastrianism, introduced the concept of a single god and the idea of duality in the struggle between good and evil. 72. Diogenes of Sinope, a philosopher known for his ascetic lifestyle, famously wandered Athens with a lantern in daylight, claiming to be searching for an honest man. 73. Siddhartha Gautama, Buddha, renounced his royal life to seek enlightenment and ultimately founded Buddhism, advocating for a middle path to liberation from suffering. 74. Julian, the apostate, was a Roman emperor known for attempting to restore paganism in the empire and rejecting Christianity. 75. Cleopatra VII was not Egyptian. She was of Macedonian Greek descent and the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. Bonus: the Inca built an extensive network of roads across the Andes, and there you have it. 75 mind-blowing facts about ancient civilizations and historical figures that reveal just how rich and complex our past really is. Which facts surprised you the most? Subscribe if you are curious about ancient civilizations and historical figures.